10 of the world's best tree climbers will be reduced to 1 in this head-to-head elimination tournament. Each match, 2 climbers will place tokens in hard-to-reach areas on opposite sides of the same tree. Then they'll switch sides and race to retrieve the tokens placed by their opponent. The first climber to remove all of the other climbers' tokens wins the game. This is Notch Equipment's Capture the Canopy. And this is Capture the Canopy presented by Notch. Hello, I am Jake Miller, and with me is Travis Vickerson calling the action here for Capture the Canopy. It is an amazing tournament. 10 of the world's best climbers gather together to compete for $1,000 in cash and bragging rights. This is a fast-paced, intense tree climbing competition, right, Travis?
Oh, it is, and we have seen some amazing climbing yesterday. Today, I think it's going to get even better. We had our seating bracket yesterday, get everybody in place, and today's where the money matters.
Absolutely. We want to take a look at the bracket as well as we await the start of the first game here. Jesse Bouchard-Nestor from Quebec, Canada, King of the Canopy 2017 runner-up, will face against, wait for it, Cameron Lundin of Wisconsin. He is the King of the Canopy winner 2017. There he is, 6'2", 10 years climbing experience.
He definitely has the reach on Jesse, but this tree is going to be a little bit more about how you play your angles. Different tree from yesterday, and it's going to change things. We're in a white oak today, a little bit higher tie-in point, and a little bit wider spread on your redirect. So it's definitely going to change the game for these two individuals.
All right, let's take a look at the brackets here. The number 10 seed, Stephane, facing off against Ryan Torcicollo. We also have the number 9 seed, Lundin, against Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, seed 8. Then we're looking at Bingham versus Toch Trop, 6 seed and 3 seed. Then we have Nathaniel Gros against Marc Gadet. Marc Gadet was undefeated until he faced Nathaniel Gros, or Natty. Oh, actually, yeah, I messed that up. I apologize. Yeah, those look like they're two together there. Nestor and Lundin actually facing off, and the winner of that game will face Nathaniel Gros. And then the winner of Ryan Torcicollo against Stephane will face Marc Gadet. So very interesting brackets. Everybody has a chance to win. This is a double elimination tournament here, and everybody's psyched and ready to go, anxiously awaiting the start of this competition right here. Everybody wearing Notch Sentinel saddles, climbing on Notch ropes. So it's pretty standardized, wouldn't you say, Travis?
Absolutely, and that's one of the beauties of this whole event is the standardization of it. You know, they're all climbing on the exact same saddle of one of 4 systems on 2 different Notch ropes. You have the Notch Dragon for the SRS line and the Notch Banshee for the moving rope line.
Now, each game is broken up into 4 parts. You have a 4-minute install, and 2 minutes to descend, 3 minutes to ascend, and 5 minutes to remove. They have to set all these tokens. Basically, the climbers are going to compete head-to-head in one tree, in the same tree, setting as many tokens as they can in their half of the tree. They'll switch sides and then race to remove the most tokens they can set by the other climber. The climber who removes the most tokens wins the game, and all of this happens in less than 14 minutes. They are up and down. How tall would you say this white oak is?
So total height on this white oak is roughly 90 feet, but our tie-in is right at about 70, 75 feet. So they've got a really good ascent all day long, up to that tie-in point. And from there, there's lots of different options on this tree of which route they're going to go. And we'll obviously see some very interesting strategies today on how they play this tree out.
Lots of the climbers using SRT. We do have some DRT climbers as well, and you know, some of the climbers were trying to strategize against the DRT climbers, moving their tokens out along the branches a little bit further out, so they'd have to come down and then come back out. But that was a strategy that paid off in a couple of games. But you know, the DRT guys, hey, they found a way to get to those tokens very quickly.
And what the single rope guys even found was by pushing the outer limit of those branches, we end up having some fractured and some broken branches even that cost some people some games.
Absolutely.
So that change of strategy comes with a cost.
And the install and removal periods will start at the top of the canopy there. So both climbers, both Bouchard-Nestor and Cameron Lundin, making their way up. And the lines were preset.
Yep.
Just to make things a little quicker.
Yep, they're preset on a DMM impact block up top for the single rope individuals, and there's a set of ring and rings up there for the double rope.
All right. What are these guys thinking right here? Travis, you have competed in a capture the canopy type format. What are they doing right now? What are they thinking?
Well, they're the first climbers of the day. And I'm sure the first climbers of this round, they've got to be looking at trying to figure out routes right now. The routes are big for them. You know, being the first one to run a tree in any competition is always interesting because you're kind of going to get the lay of the land first.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly enough, you're almost at a deficit because now everybody else gets to watch and plan the route accordingly off of you. So you get to be the guinea pig, which does make it difficult as a competitor.
You know, I was thinking overnight about the installation of the tokens and just your point of view and your perspective, because we're looking at it right here and we can see the lines coming down, but looking at it when you're going down, I mean, it's pretty hard to spot some of these tokens.
Absolutely, and especially we have a change of bark now, so this tree with that nice white bark is going to play difficulty on some of that line, be able to look from the top down and see that yellow line. It will be a challenge today for sure.
Yep. There we go.
Cameron is looking to go up. We're going to be interested to see if that was going to be the first play on that side. As we've seen before, you know, climbers have a go-to, and Cameron's go-to has always been to set high to start with. Jesse's getting out their way on the far end.
Every climber has to be lanyard in. That's one of the rules.
Yeah, it's a rule, and it's also a work positioning thing. That's how we work every day, doing the job we do, so why not keep it the same for competition? It's a safety to prevent unneeded swings. Oh, look at that height. He really got all of that up there, Cameron did.
One on the ground for both climbers.
Jesse's moving down, looking to get out here on this far limb over here on the right side. See how far he can push that at rope angle.
Travis, talk a little bit about penalties that these climbers could face.
Well, one of the biggest penalties they're going to face, especially with this street, is the broken branches. We're going to see some broken branches today. It's going to happen. And the size of that branch is going to dictate the size of the penalty they get. A 1-inch branch is going to mean the opponent now has to get one less token in the retrieval portion, where a 2-inch branch means 2 less tokens. But a 3-inch branch is a disqualification. It means you lose the round, you forfeit. So that's one of the big penalties we're going to see. And also, for the single rope guys, they have to worry about getting that line back in the original position it was at the start of the round for installation, which runs into a time issue. They have a finite amount of time to get that rope back to its original position. If they exceed that time limit, they will face a penalty.
Cameron Lundin placing the yellow marked tokens, and Jesse Bouchard-Nestor placing the red lines, red tokens.
Cameron's spending a lot of time up high in this canopy. We'll see if that works out for him. Jesse's taking more of a low approach, trying to get on the ends of these limbs and use the angles of his rope to get there.
What do you think of Cameron's angle at this height?
That's a really flat angle. I'm really glad I saw him put his lanyard in really early on in that move. Because when you get those flat angles like that, you have a huge potential for an uncontrolled swing. I think Cameron, though, is using his height to his advantage here. He is setting way up there, and that may be difficult for Jesse to retrieve.
Absolutely. 6'2", 200 pounds, Cameron Lundin from Deerfield, Wisconsin.
So Jesse has 3 installed. Cameron has 2 installed. It looks like Cameron has 1 more on his belt to get in the tree. His goal, I think, was 3 from the beginning. Cameron's going to hit this nice redirect here. Drop right on in.
Look at that.
That's definitely an advantage that single rope has, is being able to hit those redirects like that. It is a huge advantage. He's fighting to get out there. He is really struggling for that rope angle coming out of that union.
Yes, he is. 37 seconds left in the
Jesse has
installation
chosen to
period.
use the common share branch over there, looks like, to get out on his end. That's a unique tactic.
Oh boy.
Hopefully he can go without
There he
breaking
is.
that.
3 on the
20
ground
seconds
now for Cameron.
Oh, Cameron's going for one more.
Cameron's
He
gonna
brought
go
4 with him, actually.
Because sometimes it literally does boil down to seconds.
Or a
as far,
penalty.
yeah, or a penalty.
That is one of the struggles I saw yesterday. If you only take 3 tokens, but end up with a penalty, it could
There
cost
we
you.
go. Both climbers placed 4 tokens. All right, Cameron Lundin against Jesse Bouchard-Nestor in the first game of day 2 of competition, the double elimination tournament. Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, 4 tokens placed. Cameron Lundin, 4 tokens placed.
Jesse's trying to get back to the center of the tree to retrieve his system.
They're going to descend, then reset, and then ascend back up the tree to begin the removal portion. All right, so Cameron Lundin and Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, they have made their placements. Each climber has 4 to retrieve, and they are getting ready to make the removal portion of the game. They will have 5 minutes to remove as many tokens as they can. And here we go.
Both starting with their hand on the impact block gives them the exact same starting position, but the movement from there is different. Cameron's first move is down, where Jesse's first move is up. Jesse's got to the first one if he can get it cleared. There's that height difference.
And with the sun kind of peeking through on the top of the tree, I would think that that kind of makes a factor.
It wrapped.
Oh, yeah.
Not only did it not come down, it wrapped. He's going to have to actually go retrieve that. Wow, that could cost him.
Yep, that did not touch the ground.
Once it's been removed from the tree, if it does not fall away to the ground, the competitor actually can clear it from the ground, but that one wrapped itself around the branch Indiana Jones style.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have to go get that.
Both climbers moving very quickly. This is
As you
where
can see on screen, Cameron has 3 left to retrieve. Jesse has 4. That is because the bag did not reach the ground. The throw line weight did not reach the ground. So though it was cleared from the installation point, it did not make it to the ground, so it does not count.
Cameron definitely wanting to displace his weight here on that very small limb.
Curious. Jesse is at his next location, his second retrieval. See if he can get this one to drop clean.
Oh,
It does not drop.
that one
either.
hung up again as well.
That's what we're talking about. You do everything right, and it still could go wrong.
2 hung up now at the 320 mark.
Jesse can get the first one pretty easily. The second one, though, is going to be challenging. It's the opposite direction that he needs to be going in order to get to the next location. And it hung up further.
Did not get it, and
It
you
is
heard
still
frustration
not out.
come out of him. Okay, deciding not to use a redirect off that.
And that's the downside. You know, he
Off
would
that
have
limb
liked
right
to use
there.
that redirect to get up this side location, but he can't in order to get to those. He's got to stay close to that center point of the tree.
Aha.
Cameron's on to his next, and it reached the ground. Cameron now has 1 to retrieve.
1 to retrieve. Jesse Bouchard-Nestor having some trouble
The
here.
good news is Jesse has got to the place where there's 2 located, so he should be able to get these pretty quickly and move on.
Oh,
3 in a row that have not reached the ground. He's got
another
to throw
one
it.
now. This is a different kind of tree as well
Oh, yes.
than we saw in day 1's competition.
White Oak will grab everything and hold it. All right, one did.
Now he can get those off the ground. He can remove them from the ground since they have been hung up.
See,
Not that one. Get the other one.
That one's going to be difficult.
Yep.
That is the Indiana Jones style. There. Oh, if it doesn't wrap again.
Game.
Wow. What a comeback.
Wow.
That was impressive. I thought it was over when he had those 3 hung up, but he made it happen.
Are we ending in a draw? Oh.
Did Cameron get him down before he was able to, or?
Yeah.
That was a photo finish.
We're waiting to see who won.
Instant replay on that. Sure.
Cameron Lundin
Wow.
defeats Jesse Bouchard-Nestor.
What a finish, though. What a finish.
That was a very quick finish. Very quick finish. Cameron Lundin wins the first match of Day 2's competition. Double elimination tournament. So Cameron Lundin will get 1 point for the win. The loss for Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, 0 points. And then if it ended in a draw, it would have been a half a point to the winner.
From a mental standpoint, that has to be good for Cameron. He had a tough day, first day. Really wasn't seated as high as he wanted to be. So this has to help him out as far as getting confidence built up for going into the next bracket.
Absolutely. It's got to be a boost.
Jesse, though, just quite the heartbreak. He got to those locations quick, but just could not get them to drop.
Yeah, that is the first time we've ever seen that many tokens hung up. He could not get a break on these these tokens over here.
That's that flaky bark that we're seeing on this white oak. That Quercus alba, as we call it in the tree care industry, is just it's grabs everything and holds it.
Okay, so as you can see, Cameron Lundin moves on to face Nathaniel Gros.
The undefeated.
Natty.
Next up we have Ryan Torcicollo or Stephane Lot. Ought to be an interesting matchup.
And there's the loser's bracket. Jesse Bouchard-Nestor he is seated and as loser number 1, and we are yet to see who he will compete against.
I love to think of the loser's bracket more as a redemption bracket.
Redemption bracket. I like that.
That's what you're there for. You're there for redemption.
Absolutely. There's no losers here.
No,
I mean, they're all
not.
world-class climbers for sure.
We'll get the tree reset. Move on to the next bout.
That's right. And we'll see you soon. And hello, we are here with game 2. We have Ryan Torcicollo against Stephane Ra from France. Ryan Torcicollo from Utah. Both of these climbers, very good, very experienced. Travis, talk a little bit about what's going on right now.
Well, the climbers are at the tie-in spot. Rat will actually be climbing on a double rope system, so he'll be changing over here, I believe, shortly to a double rope. And then Ryan's going to be climbing single rope, so he's going to stay on the dragon and go from there.
Stephane Rat, King of the Canopy 2017 runner-up, and we are getting ready to start.
I believe I'm wrong. I think Rat is going to stay on single rope for this tree.
Here's Ryan
That's a
Torcicollo.
change.
3-time Utah TCC winner and Jambo 2017 champion.
And now they're planning the routes, it looks like. Trying to get a good lay of the land from the top down. It looks very different up there than it does from the ground up. Trying to see where they're going to go, which routes and which redirects are probably going to hit.
I think both of these climbers definitely want to win here. Based on some of their performance in day 1 of competition. I think Stephane is tasting a victory, wants to taste that victory right here, right now.
And from an endurance
He has some tough
standpoint,
matches.
They understand that they go into the redemption bracket, the loser's bracket. They've got to win a lot more to get out of it.
Absolutely. Double elimination tournament.
Climbers are set and ready. And they're off. Stephane going for the same upward movement. Pretty similar starts of this game.
Stephane, one of 2 Frenchmen competing. Ryan Torcicollo, one of 6 Americans competing, along with 2 Canadians as well. Stephane has 1 on the ground.
Ryan's making his way out to his first location. Ryan had mentioned to me earlier that he's looking to really utilize the angles this tree is given to get way, way out there today.
Yeah. Got to be careful. That is penalty purgatory, I'd like to say.
Stephane looks like he's at his second location now. All right, Ryan's got his first installed.
Right there on the picnic table, coming down with authority.
He brought the lunch.
He brought the lunch, for sure. There's another one for Stephane Rat.
Looks like Ryan's getting ready to hit a redirect out there, way out there above the picnic table. This will put him in a very good position on this lower limb to get on a very far reach that might challenge Stephane Rat to get out there with his size.
Absolutely. Stephane Rat, nicknamed the Walrus, 6 feet tall, 216 pounds.
Amazingly enough, he runs ultra marathons, 27-hour marathons. Whew, I don't run a mile.
Yeah, family back in France, very active sportsman family for sure.
Here goes Ryan.
I think he heard me. But, you know, he's a professional, so he's not going to let that bother him. Ooh.
Here goes Ryan dropping in out there. Look at him using that redirect to get way, way out there now.
His friend and fellow climber, Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, had difficulty dropping these tokens in this area that Stephane Rat is at right now. Talk a little bit about the white oak here. Is it what are some of the unique characteristics about it that apply to this competition?
One of the good things about the white oak is it's got a lot of tension strength in the branch structure. So these climbers can get a long ways out there without loading the branch significantly to the point of failure. The downside is when white oak does fail, it fails quick. So they're going to have to be very careful, and having that lanyard in place is a safety measure for them, for sure.
Torcicollo 2, Stephane Rat
around out there.
3.
Look at that man.
Yes.
Oh, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
Watch those.
He's pushing for it. Look at that. Look at him grabbing with his feet.
Look at that. Yep.
Like a squirrel.
1 minute left in the installation period.
Ryan really has taken full advantage of that redirect he hit.
Throwing it down to make sure. I mean, that's you almost have to. Yeah.
Jesse learned that. Just dropping him is not good enough. You've got to send it.
Ryan has 3 now.
Stephane Rat's getting placed to get the next one in there.
Stephane Rat 3 as well.
Oh, nice big swing back to the
Oh, can he get 4? He's got 4.
Nice big swing back for Ryan.
Torcicollo is going to try to place another one here. Yep.
He may run out of time. He's got 20 seconds
Look at
left.
that.
He's got to hurry.
20 seconds left.
He needs
20.
to go ahead and get it in there.
20 seconds left. Look at that shot.
Such
Look
a
at
big
these guys.
spread.
Oh.
Canopy. So many options for these climbers.
And that sun slowly coming down.
10 seconds. Ryan's struggling a little bit to get his token off the back of his saddle.
The tree here. There's another one.
Ryan has 4 in place.
Stephane down. 5.
Wow.
Oh. 5 for Stephane Rat.
They did not award that to Stephane. He only had 4. They did not award him the 5th.
They did not award him that?
He did not have it sit at the whistle. So that will change things for sure. And it's a 4-4 game now.
Okay. 4 and 4 for both climbers here. As you can see, time is stopped. I believe there is a broken branch. We don't know if that's going to incur a penalty on possibly Ryan Torcicollo. But we will await a judge's decision on that. Anything can happen in this competition.
It looks like the branch was broken either through the retrieval of his installation or his access line, or when he had that little swing, he went back to the core of the tree. It may have caught there. Again, this white oak is going to catch and hold on to everything it can.
I think they're going to go up there. They're going to ascend and cut that branch. And now Ryan Torcicollo and Stephane Rat, they have made their descent and have now ascended back up to the tree, getting ready for the removal portion of this competition. Ryan Torcicollo received 1 penalty, a 1 token penalty. So Stephane Rat will have to retrieve 3 tokens. Ryan Torcicollo will have to retrieve 4 tokens. And we are getting ready to start.
Ryan's first move is going to be straight up. It has to be.
5 minutes to remove.
It's really going to put him in a good position, though, from there to go after the rest. He's got a good shot at making up for that deficit, but he's going to have to move pretty quickly and not have any hang-ups.
And I don't put it past him to do just that. He is.
Is that his first?
He is
cleared?
a squirrel.
Yep. And there's that white oak doing exactly what a white oak does. Hanging it up.
Again, lots of hang-ups on this tree. There's one down. Poor Stephane. He's got 2 remaining.
The beauty is, because the way the penalties are assessed, he doesn't have to go after any too specific. Just 2 more is all he needs.
Just 2 more. Oh. Hung up again.
So close to touching. Just hovering right there at ground level.
Stephane reminded by head official Greg Manning, received a penalty for an unsecured lanyard.
Oh, Stephane caught a penalty.
Yep.
Wow.
Torcicollo now 2. Stephane a rock.
2 and 2 now. All Ryan now has to do is clear the one that
2
didn't
as well.
make it to the ground.
And there's 2 on the ground.
At this point,
Torcicollo,
Ryan
1
could
left.
come all the way down and just get that one that's hanging there. Like that right there. It's all he has to do is get that one to drop.
And this could be the end.
And there it is.
And it is.
That should be the round, folks.
Ryan has 3 on the ground. 3 on the ground. Game over.
Yep. Game over. Ryan Torcicollo.
That penalty really does change things.
2 penalties there. Yeah, 1 for Ryan, 1 for Stephane Arat.
Heading to game 2.
Game 2. Ryan Torcicollo. I know he was both of these climbers desperately wanting a win there. And Ryan Torcicollo moves on. Now let's go to the brackets. All right. Ryan Torcicollo will face Mark Gadet. That is going to be quite a match. That's games 1 and 2. Thanks for watching. Notch, capture the canopy.
Look forward to seeing you next time.